All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, all the way from Houston, Texas, where I'm fired up because I know he's on the way to the gym. Let's give a warm welcome to none other than Regional Vice President, Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
Thank you, thank you. I'm excited to be back on the call today. How you guys doing? Where I'm at is very cold, so I'm always on the go. But I do want to thank you guys for being on the call today. As always, it's a pleasure to get on here and just share some of the knowledge and the things that I've been able to learn throughout my journey of being an entrepreneur. And I just like to teach people the things that I know work for me. And if you go out there, you do the work and you do it consistently, it can work for you also. So today, I just want to give you basically 7 actionable tips. So if you're taking notes, 7 actionable tips. I'm going to tell you things that if you actually take action to and you do it consistently over time, one day you will start seeing the results that you do want. And before I do go into any information, I want to thank you again, Mr. Thomas, for just always being a phenomenal leader and just being on these calls and putting together the type of training where you're pouring into your organization all the time. And you guys are so blessed and fortunate to have a leader like him to be able to pour into you guys over and over and over, because guess what? He can be doing anything else in the world, but he's here with y'all. So I do want to thank you for that. And for the people who don't know who I am, real briefly, my name is Shakeel Cooper. Like Mr. Thomas said, I got started in this opportunity about 11 years ago. No business background, just went out there and made it happen. I was working at Applebee's while going to college. When a close friend of mine said, "You open to make some extra money," I said, "Sure." Came out, saw the information, got started, and haven't took my foot off the gas since. So from there, I was able to do a lot of great things, make a lot of money, lost a lot of money, build my business back and just go through what most entrepreneurs go through. But the ones that stick to it, they continue to start having success. So it feels good to be on the other side. Because working at Applebee's, it was hard. It was just like I just drove past it the other day. I was actually gonna go in there, but I'm like, man, I'm not trying to see these people from 11 years ago. But I almost went in there the other day and ordered something to eat. So just seeing it, I'm like, man, I drove past it. I was like, I used to work in there. Every time I drive past it, I'm like, man, I used to work in this place every single day. So sometimes I like to ride past it and it's still there. And it's people that I was working with 11 years ago, they're still there. So for me, it was just eye opening doing that. But number one of the 7 actionable tips is develop a clear vision and system. A successful business starts with a clear vision of where you want to go and a system to support your growth, because it's great to I want to hit senior vice president, but you need a system to stay senior vice president. So you want to have a vision, but you also want to have a system. You also want to have a duplicatable system for training, onboarding, and daily operations, meaning that you want a system where every single person that sign up, y'all have a way of y'all sign them up. You get them in, you get them qualified, you get them plugged into the next event, you set up an event, the whole system, and you do it with every single person. It's duplicatable, right? So you want to create that duplicatable onboarding system so that your team can succeed without you. Because if you have to do everything, be everywhere, you just can't do it. You got to create a system in place. Just think about Walmart. Do you think that the people that own Walmart is at every single Walmart? No, they created a system and they put people in position and they help them get there. And now the business can run without the owners of Walmart being at every single Walmart. You want to have a step-by-step guide, and they see and provide all of these tools. You just got to go to your back office and get it right. From there, once you develop that clear vision and that system, you want to do number two, master the art of consistency. See, because it's great that you can do something, but you got to be consistent at it. See, it's hard for most people to be consistent at anything. So as long as you're just consistent, because success in network marketing, it just comes from showing up every single day, whether it's following up, doing personal development, just doing something to build your business. As long as you do something every single day and you stay consistent and you have a daily method of operation and you just do it every single day, you're doing something to move your business forward. It's only a matter of time before your business becomes successful. And that can just be following up with new leads, posting content online. If you're not consistently, again, using social media to build your brand, to build yourself as a person, then what are you really doing? You got to use these tools consistently, not once a week, twice a week, but it's 7 days out of the week. Number three, focus on building leaders, not followers. Your goal is you want leaders, The reason why, because I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 hyenas or just 100 sheep, just 100 weak people running with me. Because with 10 lions, you can take down a whole pack. So I look at the business the same way. You just need 10 solid people and you can build an army. So your goal is to focus on building leaders. You want people that's doing the same thing that you're doing. You want to empower them. You want to teach them the system so that way now they can start having success. Because it's great that you can have success, but if you can show other people how to have success and then they can show other people how to have success, then guess what? Now you got a business that's running without you. That's the ultimate goal of having success in network marketing, is that it starts to build without you one day because you have a system of success. Number 4, leverage technology and automation. We talked about this before. You want to use tools. There's different, email marketing tools that you can use to follow up with your people. Just share different information. You can do, some people do a book every single day for 30 days. Just find creative ways to just stay in contact with people once you get their information. But you want to use technology. There's so many different things in place now that you guys can utilize to be able to follow up with your peoples. It's all about following up. And again, one of my favorite ways of following up is social media. You're going to see me on there every single day. Every single day, you're going to see me on there. It's never a day that go about it, I'm like, man, I can't post nothing. I have to post something every single day. Why? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You got to stay consistent. People got to continue to see you over and over. And if you show people that, hey, I'm working, I'm grinding, you see I'm putting in the work over and over, they start to respect you and then they start to want to do business with you. Because most people that start something, they quit, they give up early. So now you got to show people for some time, like, this thing is working. I'm not saying 6 months. I'm talking about it might take some years before some of the people that you really want to do business with say, you know what, I want to do business with you. So you got to go out there and make it happen, right? Number 5, prioritize personal development and mindset, because everything starts with mindset, right? Network marketing requires a strong mental, like, you got to be strong mentally. You got to be strong because guess what? You're going to have ups and downs, just like any other business. Some of your favorite people might not stick through the journey with you for the 10 years or 20 years that you expected. Everyone that start with you is not going to finish with you. So as you go through those different peaks and valleys throughout your journey as an entrepreneur, you got to have the right mindset that no matter what I deal with, it's all going to work out. As long as I don't quit, it's all going to work out. So you got to have the right mindset. You got to invest in your mindset. You got to read books. You got to listen to personal development. You got to watch YouTube videos that talk about having that strong mindset, because most of the time, your biggest person that's talking down to you is yourself. Most people, they talk themselves out of success, because when you get by yourself, you're telling yourself all the reasons why something won't work instead of all the reasons why it will work. So you got to prioritize. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest into yourself. You are the biggest investment. People want to invest in this, to that, but guess what? They never want to invest into themselves. So if you want to start with you, I promise you everything else will be easy as you continue to go through our life. Number 6, create and track your specific goals. You got to have goals, short-term, long-term goals. It can be recruit 5 people this week, 10 customers. What are your goals? I want to make $10,000. I just want to make $200 this week. Whatever your goals is, write it down and go out there and do the work to get it, because you can't just put something on paper and just expect for it to happen. But if you do the work, I promise you, it will work out for you. I promise you it will work out. But you got to have goals. You got to write down your goals. Go buy a journal. It's about to be a new year in less than 2 weeks. You should already have a journal. Don't wait till January 1st to get a journal. You should already have a journal. Go get you a journal. Write down your goals. Write down your vision. What do you want in 2025? What do you want in the next 10 years, 5 years? What's your goals? If you don't have goals, you're not going to go anywhere. Number 7, build genuine relationships and trust. We're going to end with this. This is the most important thing. See, the reason why most people, and most people don't want to hear this, but the reason why some people don't want to do business with you is because they don't trust you. Are you a trustworthy person? Did you pay that person back that $20 that you borrowed that you said, going to give them back when you get paid? Some people forget about those little things. Or you thinking, oh man, that person don't need it, but then when you come to them with a business opportunity, you already broke that trust. So one thing that I value is doing good business, being real with people and just telling people the truth, being a trustworthy person. If people don't trust you, you'll never be successful in business long term. People got to trust you. People have to trust you. Your name is everything, and it says it in 48 Laws of Power. It says it in Think and Grow Rich. Your name is everything. You do good business, people going to tell everyone, hey, you should work with that person. But if you're not a person that, is a person of your word, it can mess you up long term. And that's ultimately the real reason why most people, the average person, have a hard time having success in this industry. It has nothing to do with the business. It has everything to do with them as a person. People don't trust you. It is what it is. Most people don't trust you. There's some people that I see on social media and they're selling a business, and I'm like, I don't know you, but I don't even trust you. You don't come off as trustworthy. So it's all about how you present yourself. It's all about how you do business with people, how you treat people in real life. I treat the owner with the same respect that I treat the janitor. I treat everybody the same. So again, it all comes down to you as a person, because people join people, not businesses. The reason why I was able to recruit a lot of people, because they wanted to do business with me. It was cool. It was like, we get a chance to actually dream. We from Baltimore. Listen, they ain't doing too much here since I left. They ain't doing too. I haven't heard another movement since I moved on to Houston, Texas here. Because people saw that I went out there and I did the work. I did the sacrifice. I did it. And people believed in it. Because long-term success, it comes from trust, credibility, and being someone that others can rely on. Can people rely on you? Can you rely on you? If you don't trust you to do what you say you're going to do, how can other people trust you? So one thing I love about this business is that the only determining factor is really you. The business is the same business for everyone. I just do different type of business. I understand that people want to do business with me because they trust me. I don't lie to people. I don't steal from people. I don't cheat to win. I do the work every single day. So when people respect you for doing those type of things, they trust you. They're going to tell people, hey, go do business with this person. Yeah, I probably can do business with somebody else, but I trust him. I like the way how he communicates. So again, it all falls back onto you. So yes, the business, anyone can have success, but what are you going to do different in order to get something different? 2025 is around the corner. Did you work this year? Did you work hard this year? Are you ending off the year with a bang, or the holidays is coming up, so you ready to kick your feet up, drink your eggnog and enjoy a couple of days off and do the same thing for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years? So what are you going to do different in order to get something different? And I suggest you just take the advice that I just give you and apply it, and stop focusing on when it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, but if you do nothing, it's never going to happen. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys was able to take in and go out there and just apply it. It's just basic, simple things. What we do is not very complicated. I can sit on here and try to give you a bunch of big words and all that extra stuff, but it all comes down to who you are as a person, and are you willing to do the work every single day? I know I'm willing to do the work every single day. I know when I wake up, I look like money in order to get some money. When my phone ring is y'all hear my ringtone? It's money, money, money. I don't care if it's my mama calling me, it's the same ringtone, because she better be calling me about some money. Because it's all about manifestation. And I'm gonna leave you with this. Like, I was just talking to a friend just now, and she was saying, she's like, man, I gotta go spend this money. I'm like, stop saying you gotta spend money. Start looking at it. Hey, I get a chance to invest money. Because when you say you're spending money, it's never gonna come back. But when you say you invest in it, you're always gonna get a return on your investment. See, a lot of times people, listen, what you speak is what you're gonna get. If you say you broke, you're gonna be broke. If you say it's hard, it's gonna be hard. If you say you ain't never gonna have no money, guess what? You ain't never gonna have no money. The reason why you're in the situation you are right now is because you spoke it into existence. That's just the reality. Everything I spoke, it already happened or it's on the way to happening. And that's why I only speak positive. I'm never going to tell myself, man, I'm broke, I'm tired, this is hard. Like, why would you speak down on you? You got to be your biggest cheerleader. See, so many people look for that external. Listen, I'm my biggest fan. I tell people all the time, like, I'm not cocky, but if I'm not my number one fan, how can I expect people to treat? I got to show you how I need to be treated. And that's just how I operate. I treat myself like I'm successful. I treat myself like I'm a multi-millionaire. So when I do become a super multi-millionaire, I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm like, I can just buy more stuff and just do more stuff, but I already have that feeling inside of me. It's like I already know where I'm going before I even get there. So when I get there, I'm not surprised. So I don't stress myself out. Like I just day by day, listen, the sun go up and go down every single day. I just hustle to the sun up to the sundown, and guess what? That's my secret to success. Most people are not willing to do something over and over for a long period of time, even when they might not be exactly where they feel like they need to be. I'm just willing to keep doing the work. I'm not focusing on the man. I'm not listen. Keep working. Keep going. You almost there. You ever heard the story Think and Grow Rich about the person that was 3 feet away from the goal? They just gave up too soon. Most people that I started with, they gave up too soon. I just kept going. So the difference between you and everybody else that have success and don't have success is that are you willing to keep going and actually doing the work while time is moving? Because there's people that's been involved in ACM for 10 years, 15 years, right? But they only done 6 months worth of work. And there's people like me that's been in for 10 plus years, and I've done 10 plus years worth of work. So at the end of the day, are you willing to do the work?